off with Golden State. Plus, extensions are in the air and some major decisions could shape the league. Which extensions are next and which might not be so simple. And SGA took the MVP crown last season, but Big Perk says someone new is coming for the throne. His big list of early MVP picks drops next. And just wait until you see who he's got at number 1. NBA Today starts right now. Hi everybody. Welcome to NBA Today. I'm Vanessa Richardson and of course from Alikika Andrews. And I'm joined here in our LA studio by senior writer Tim Bruntoff. We've got Antscape senior writer David Dennis Jr. and of course NBA champ Mike. Shout out to Town Kendrick Perkins. Hi Perk. Ace Town in the building. You already know you in the picnic. Yeah. Tim fine going to be calling like you going to be calling. Hey, what you doing now? You know you're home in H. Be calling in a minute. You're the best Perk. Alright. And as everybody knows, it may be July but the NBA doesn't sleep. So, let's get to one of the biggest questions left, and that is what on earth is going on in the Bay. The Warriors made that big move at the 2025 trade deadline, acquiring Jimmy Butler. It paid off immediately. The Warriors went 22-5 down the stretch with Butler and Curry in the lineup. And yeah, it carried over to round 1. As Perk and I both know, the Warriors took down the second-seeded Rockets in a hard-fought 7-game series. But the run ended in round 2 when Curry's Game 1 hamstring knocked him out for the rest of this series. And the Warriors have followed that up by making zero acquisitions with NBA experience this offseason. All other NBA teams have made at least a move now 3.5 weeks into free agency. And we now welcome in our senior insider Shams Danya, who is in Miami. Shams, why has it been such a slow start to the offseason for the Golden State Warriors? Vanessa, the Warriors' entire offseason has been essentially on pause for one player, and that's the restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga, and they have wanted to figure out his situation before making their other offseason moves. And so I saw Jonathan Kuminga this morning at a workout in Miami. He's in good spirits. He had a good workout. He did tell me though that he is in absolutely no rush on doing a deal with the Warriors right now and he's not accepting their current offers. He added that he wants to continue to explore options with his agent Aaron Turner, whether that's continuing conversations with the Warriors, but also sign and trade options that are available to him in the marketplace. Okay, Sean, so you use the term options. What do those other options for Jonathan Kuminga look like? I'm told the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings are two teams that have made concrete offers with the Warriors over the last week or so. They're two of the more aggressive teams with Kuminga, and they're also offering him an opportunity for significant minutes, a starting caliber role in their lineup, and those are two things that he wants more than anything. So where this is at, Vanessa, is the Warriors do not want anything though that is available to them is being offered to them in signing trades. And on the other hand, with Jonathan Kuminga, he is not ready to move forward with taking any of the Warriors' current offers. He's not in a hurry to do a deal there yet. And so 24 days into the off-season, it's a staring contest between these two sides that could continue much longer than just this month. And so we're nearing August and still no Warriors moved so far this off-season. Great info for sure. Thank you, Shams. Okay, so the Warriors' three most important players are at least 35 years old, with Steph set to turn 38 in March and Jimmy Butler turns 36 before the season even starts. Perk, there's been so much talk about Kuminga this off-season. When he is given an actual opportunity, what does he bring to the table? He brings a lot. I mean, they drafted him number 7 overall in the lottery, in 2021. And he's gotten better every single season. He brings athleticism to the table on both ends of the floor. He's got better offensively. We have the tape to show it. I have a breakdown right here. When you look at Kuminga, look at his ability to get out in transition. He's one of the most athletic guys in the NBA. Getting out spacing, running, finishing at the rim with authority, especially playing alongside Draymond Green. And we talk about how crucial the on-ball defenders are in the league at the wing position. You got a guy that's 6'8", 230 pounds that could defend at a high level. Watch the switch on Anthony Edwards and then all of a sudden, no help. Sit down. Sliding those puppies, get a great contest right there. He didn't hope that he missed, he made him miss. And so my question to the Warriors is the organization and Steve Kerr is why hasn't Steve Curry embraced this young man? Why hasn't he wrapped his arms around him as a guy that y'all drafted with the number 7 pick? When Steph Curry went out last postseason the back end of the Timberwolves the playoff the series the games against the Timberwolves in the playoffs he did his thing, so you're developing this young stud who to me has an Alba type ceiling. What is the problem? Every coach that I've seen all-time greats have adjusted, whether that was Greg Popovich, whether that was Rick Carroll, they all made adjustments to this new era and these new guys in the NBA. That's what the Warriors need to do. They need to value this young man because he's elite. He has an elite upside. Well, it's not that the Warriors don't value Jonathan Kuminga, right? Obviously, if they didn't value him, they would have just gotten rid of him this offseason and whatever signing trade they could do. The problem that the Warriors have with Jonathan Kuminga has with the Warriors that it's just a very awkward fit. As we saw in that clip or in those numbers there, Jonathan Kuminga put up big numbers with Steph Curry out of the lineup. But if you have Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler dominating the ball, that means Jonathan Kuminga needs to fill in the gaps and do some smaller things for them, which are things he has been very inconsistent with and has struggled with at times, and playing a smaller role has been an issue with the Warriors and Jonathan Kuminga going forward. It's why the Jonathan situation to Perk's point has not played out in the way he and the Warriors would like. But at the same time, we're also looking at a restricted free agent market where there is no salary cap space available. So signing trades are hard. Yeah, both the Kings and Suns have interest, as Sean put it out earlier. But both of those teams don't have salary cap space to offer Jonathan to sign. So, they have to send money back to Golden State that Golden State is not interested in taking back. So, all of this, I think, points toward Jonathan Kuminga signing a short-term deal with Golden State at some point this summer that both gives him the ability to do something with him later and also gives him the ability to build on that play he had at the end of that postseason without Steph on the court, which to Perk's point showed what he can do and gives them, I think, some reason to come into next season if he's there, saying we need to try to find a way to showcase what this guy can do, either so we can have him improve with us or we can have him improve us by moving him in a trade somewhere else. Value depends on so much, right? Like value depends what team you're on. What does the market look like? So, David, what is Jonathan Kuminga's actual value in free agency and on this Warriors team? Well, that's the tricky thing, right? I mean, for the Warriors, I think that they have to figure this Jonathan Kuminga thing out because, music,